Hey everyone, it's EJ from iDesign.com, and thanks so much for purchasing and downloading TextEdge Pro. Really excited for the new update. It's jam-packed with a bunch of new content, and I'll be going over that shortly. But first things first, let's go over what's actually in the file that you download. And if you click on your download link and unzip the zip file, you'll see 3 text documents, a folder with TextEdge inner bevel presets, and the actual TextEdge Pro lib4d file. Now this is the file that you actually need to be installing into your content browser, and you can find out how to do that by reading this README how to install file. Pretty self-explanatory. We have the license, all that legal stuff, and then we have download these fonts. Now if we double click this, now with the new update comes a lot of new presets, and a lot of these presets are using fonts that I downloaded for free on the internet. And you can find all of these fonts if you just Google them and you download, install all these. You should be ready to go, all set for all of the TextEdge Pro presets. So that's important. Make sure you download all of these so when you actually use the presets, you actually have all the fonts that I use loaded, and you'll be all right. So that's it for the actual what's in the download file. I'm going to close out of here. So once you install your TextEdge Pro lib4d file and you restart Cinema, you'll get this TextEdge Pro folder in your content browser. And let's just go over what's in here, including all the updates as well. So the first folder here is TextEdge presets. And brand new to this update is an extra 20 or so new presets. So there's a total of over 50 text bevel preset scene files that you can use as a jumping off point to create your own bevels or your own text treatments and stuff like that. A lot of really cool new bevel treatments, preset files that you can dig through, and will keep you busy making some pretty sexy looking text. So the next thing, if I just back up here, is I also included some HDRI files. So we have 22 HDRI files that you can use to light your scene and just create some really cool reflections on your actual text. And a lot of these presets are using these HDRI files. So you can use this for whatever projects you're dealing with. Just a nice thing to have, a bunch of nice HDRI files. So that's that. And last but not least is we have a whole mess of materials here that you can use to actually texture your bevels and your text to get some really sweet looking text. So there's over 50 materials here, and they're all good for you to use, and most of them are pulled from all of these preset files here, so you can use them for your own text, everything like that. So you have a ton of options, a ton of assets that you can use to create some really sick looking text. So that's that as far as what comes in the new update. So let's go over the new features. So let me just move this out of the way, and let's bring in a brand new scene file here. Say yes. We'll close out. So when you double click on your you have your TextEdge Pro and your TextEdge Lite. So TextEdge Lite is for people who are using R12 and below, or Cinema 4D Lite. And TextEdge Pro is for people using R15 or R12 and above. Now this new feature that is added is kerning, and that is only available in the newest R15 because that's when kerning actually was added to Cinema 4D. So let's see how we can use kerning with TextEdge Pro here. So normally you would go into your general tab on your TextEdge file or layer here, and you would make your changes here, and you have your kerning here as well. But for this new kerning, we're going to actually go to this reference text object, and this is where you're going to make all of your kerning changes. So once you click on this text, this is actually all of the text options you would have in a normal text object, and here is where you can actually adjust all of your kerning and kern your individual letters here. all that good stuff. And then once you're done kerning, you just jump right back up into this main layer here on the Text Edge Pro object right here, and adjust all your bevels, materials, all that other good stuff. So that's kerning with the new update to Text Edge Pro. So another new addition in the Text Edge Pro update is the new Material Manager. And I've had a lot of users ask for some easy way to be able to manage all of their materials on the text that they're making, because with the addition of the front roundings, the caps, the extrusion, you also have all the bevel materials. So this Material Manager is a nice, easy way to be able to add new materials to your Text Edge object. So let's demonstrate how easy it is to add and apply new materials. I'm going to go into my content browser. Let's go into materials. Let's choose, say, a frosted material, and let's choose a wood one. So say we want to change the, let's do the front cap. So I'm going to drag this wood texture onto that front cap, and you'll see that automatically it updates and applies that wood material to our front caps. Not only that, but we can also see it applied right here as well, so we can change the projection, all that stuff. So now let's go and change, say, the front caps, or let's change the, let's change the front bevel, which is this gold part, and we'll change that to a frosted. So I'm going to drag and drop. You'll see that update. And now we have our frosted texture, and you can see it updated right here on our front bevel. So you can change all the attributes in this material tag right here. So it's as easy as that. So you just drag and drop all your textures. Let's change, say, the extrusion material. Let's change, oh, it's already gold. Let's change it to this background color, so this black. And you can see that our extrusion material is just slightly there. Let's change our back bevel, which is this main part, I believe. Let's change that to the wood. So now we have our back bevel, which is this thicker bevel back here, and just applied that wood texture to that as well. So the new Material Manager, really easy to add and change and apply materials to your text bevels and all the aspects of your text edge objects. So to recap, we have jam-packed in this new update our Text Edge Pro updated for R15 and kerning. We have the Material Manager. We have over 50 presets now that you can dive in and play around with. We have 22 HDRI files to help light and add nice reflections to your scene, and we also have over 50 materials that you can add and apply to your text objects and their bevels. So a lot in this new update. Hope you guys enjoy it. Looking forward to the next update that'll hopefully be bigger and even better. So have fun, guys.